know this. What went up? Gun sales. And oh, by the way, it wasn't black people that was getting those guns, because for some reason we have a very, very difficult time getting our hands on a license. At least the black people that I've run into, these are the kind of things that have been taking place. You felt people, black folks, they talk about black folks going to the grocery store, buying up stuff and all of this other stuff. White folks were buying guns. I don't know why. Y'all, somebody else can explain that. I'm not going.
You know, and hey, starting with the apostles of Great Millstone on down, man, and those various camps with the light doctrine, man. We're the disputers of this world, man. You know, we can answer it for you, man. And that's why brothers countlessly bring out 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11, man. Let's get that right quick. Because his devices is the media, man. You know, you can see what narrative he's trying to push, all right, through his media, all right, and various other devices Esau has, man. But his main device is this media, man. You know, television, where he can portray and put whatever information he wants and needs out there, man. And he has you minions and those who are hired and are contracted by way of emancipation approximation, all right, getting paid millions of dollars to just talk. All right, you gotta think why. And this 2 Corinthians chapter 2 verse 11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, man. We ain't ignorant to his devices, man. So he can't get advantage of the elect, man. The scriptures say there's no enchantment against Jacob. All right, it's not gonna be enchantment against the elect. All right, because the elect is not gonna be deceived. The elect is not gonna be beguiled. All right, bamboozled, hoodwinked. All right, they're not gonna be taken advantage of. All right, Satan's not gonna get that upper hand on them, man, so to speak. They're aware of him. They're aware of his craftiness and how he operates. All right, and most importantly, man, we warning you. You know, the sheeple, the people, man, and letting you know how he operates, man. All right, and now the people are waking up and understanding that they are slaves, man. They're still in slavery, man. And the so-called white man, all right, the Edomites of the scripture, all right, we're going to be found in their hands, man. Let me get Exodus, right, Exodus chapter 21 and verse 16 to prove that point. And it says, he that stealeth a man and selleth him, or if he be found in his hand, he shall surely be put to death. So we go be found in these devils' hands, man. So that's why it's going to be righteous judgment when these Edomites get eradicated off the face of the earth, man. First when they go in slavery, but then when they're eradicated off the face of the earth, all of it is going to be righteous judgment, man. You know. And this Revelations 13 and 9, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints, man. So you Edomites were set up, man. Your blessing was the sword, man. We brought that out in Genesis 27. All right, your blessing was the sword, man. But he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword, man. So ultimately, you go be eradicated off the face of the earth, pertaining to Obadiah 1 and 18. All right, but they were talking on this rookie quarterback that got drafted to the Buffalo Bills. Basically talking in secret on his profile, talking about silencers and how they should make it expensive so only Edomites can get it. All right. And Stephen A was mentioning how, hey, yeah, Jake's, hey, you barely got rights here in America, man. You can barely have is the right to bear arms, the Second Amendment. You can't have that here, man. Due to these Edomites and these heathens, man. And this is Psalms 94 and 20. And it reads, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law? Right, they frameth mischief by a law. They set up laws to govern our people, ultimately laws that are snares and traps and gins for our people to fall into, man. You know. Then they get thrown in the system, and then they get they rights chipped away at. All right, or just utterly just thrown into the system, and they have no rights at all. All right, but that's that crafty counsel of these heathens, and particularly the so-called white men. All right. This is back in Psalms 94, and this verse 21. They gathered themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemned the innocent blood. But the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is my defense, and my power is the rock of my refuge. And he shall bring upon them their own iniquity, and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yeah, the Lord, our power, shall cut them off, man. And ultimately, that's that Obadiah 1:18, man. You go be cut off. Matter of fact, let me get Obadiah 1:10. Because hey, what the people are waking up to, what the Colosseum is waking up to, what you see here through the various videos that's been going up throughout the weeks from Skip and ESPN. All right, they're waking up, man, that they're just slaves, man, and these people are they're the slave masters. They wear many hats. They own many corporations, founded and started and stole. All right, do the paperwork. All right, stole patents and shit. All right. I wanted Obadiah I wanted Obadiah. It's lucky. I wanted Obadiah 1:10. Bobby ripped up. And this Obadiah 1:10. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever, man. All right. And that just lines up with it, man. Thou shalt be cut off forever, man. Why? Because of that violence. Hey, for touching the apple of the Lord's eye, man.
To speculate, but I know the black people that I ran across say, damn, it ain't that easy for us to get a gun. What the hell's going on here? And we are people that believes if you want to rein in gun control, give every black person a license to have a gun. They'll institute gun control damn near immediately. The minute they know more black folks got access to it. That's a different subject for another day. So all of that stuff that we're talking about, all I'm saying, Maria,
George Floyd on his stomach that led to his death. He should be punished to the fullest extent of the law for the crimes he has been charged with. It's a societal issue that we all have to join in to correct. Good deeds and doing the right things by all in society will far outweigh people pontificating with their words or any amount of money can solve. I think our problems in the NFL along those lines are minimal. We're a league of meritocracy. You earn what you get what you earn. I don't see racism at all in the NFL. I don't see discrimination in the NFL. We live in a great atmosphere, like I alluded to earlier. We're lucky. We all live together, joined as one for one common goal. And we all intermingle and mix tremendously. If society reflected an NFL team, we'd all be great.
It's lucky. This Psalms 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. All right, and they just liars, man. He started off like with something probably was written from a damn PA firm or something, like somebody wrote it for him. He started off like, and then he just went downhill from there, man. He's a damn liar, man. Hey, they're a history of liars, man. In the NFL, most importantly, man, that's like the worst group and little sector out of the sports world, so to speak, man. They don't pay their players accordingly, all right, compared to all the other leagues, all right. And I believe it brings in one of the most, if not the second most, revenue out of all the sports leagues. So it's hypocrisy, man. And this Psalms 55:20, he hath put forth his hands against such as be at peace with him. He hath broken his covenant. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords, man. So this devil always got some he's always want he's gonna want the last laugh and want to get the upper hand, man. All right, that's why they referred to as those grape gatherers in the scriptures, man. They won't leave not one leaning grape, man. He's the niggard of the scriptures, man. They act niggardly, you know. They want all things to themselves, man. Esau is the true and the real nigger, you know. And this is hypocrisy, man. Just like they did to the Native Americans. All right, they'll break every treaty with you except for the taking of your land, man. You know, they just want to take and finesse you, all right? They seek to overthrow you, man, all right? So they speak good, all right, when it comes to contract negotiations and stuff like that. But when it comes to paying you, hey, man, they go try to do everything they can to not do so. Because they're the Edomites of the scriptures, man. They're undressed, man. They oppress the poor, all right? Esau oppresses the poor.
Mariners catcher Steve Clevenger responded to the ongoing protests over a shooting by police officers in Charlotte, North Carolina, with controversial tweets yesterday. Clevenger tweeted, "Black people beating whites when a thug got shot holding a gun by a black officer. Ha ha, bleep cracks me up. Keep kneeling for the anthem." Clevenger added another tweet, "BLM, Black Lives Matter, is pathetic once again. Obama, you are pathetic once again. Everyone involved should be locked behind bars like animals." Seattle Mariners GM Jerry Dipoto issued this statement. "The Seattle Mariners are very disappointed at the tweets posted on Steve Clevenger's account. While he is certainly free to express himself, his tweets do not in any way represent the opinions of the Seattle Mariners. We strongly disagree with the language and the tone of his statements. We are currently examining all internal options that are available to us as we determine appropriate next steps. We will have no further comment at this time." Clevenger issued an apology late last night as well. Skip, what is your reaction?
Joy, Shannon, I am ashamed to share this man's skin color. I am appalled that another white American.
Hey, you make him ashamed to be an Edomite. This Psalm 64:8. "So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away," man. They even your own people want to flee away from you, man. That's how vile and disgusting of a brute beast you are, man. You know, your tongue falling upon yourselves, man. Your people don't want to be part of that iniquity that you put forth, man. The hierarchy of your race, all right. Even you lower level Edomites, man. Those who you the tongue shall fall upon themselves, man. You get it. He says he's ashamed to share the same, be a part of the same nation as this damn Edomite, all right? And this from a while back, all right? This clip right here is from 2016, but hey, this shows, hey, these athletes, man, it's nothing new under the sun, man. It's been going on, all right? All right? You know, this devil got many accounts, all right? You got that ex-Clipper owner, all right, Donald Sterling, all right, with the Magic Johnson fiasco, all right. You had the radio host dude on a radio talk show who called the female Rutgers basketball team thugs or some shit like that. He called them something, all right. So it's a track record, and it's more than enough, and it's more than enough evidence against you, all right.
A professional athlete, no less. If I'm wrong, that's one step short of the N-word, if not real close. Am I right? It's in the ball. This. And I'm astounded nothing has happened yet, because Steve Clevenger called the man who was shot in Charlotte a thug, which to me, you can correct me if I'm wrong, that's one step short of the N-word, if not real close. Am I right? It's in the ballpark.
Yep.
To clear out
And-
something that yesterday in a film session, I used a word that when I meant to say slug, the word thug came out. It was brought to my attention a couple hours later. Called all the players afterwards, explained the situation. We met about it today. We apologized. I apologized about it today as well. It was not, never intended, and I think the players understand that now. But it's something I have to learn from, and just enunciate better and be just more clearer with what my intentions were. So they all know it, they understand it, but it's something that's unfortunate that we'll get behind us without question.
Too smart to be insensitive. And by the way, the third coach would be Lincoln Riley at Oklahoma.
Right.
He would be more likely to wear a Black Lives Matter
Correct.
t-shirt. Okay,
Yes.
so that's the difference in those three coaches.
Optics.
Yeah, optics. And this brings me back to Dabo. He is 69-5 over the last 5 years. He has been in 4 national championship games, and he has won 2 of them. That puts him on this elite college football pedestal.
Hey, and none of you Edomite coaches would be on a no pedestal if it wasn't for a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, man. And that's symbology to just America itself, man. You know, the so-called white man in these other nations, hey, the so-called white man, the nation of Edom particularly, won't have a pot to piss in if it wasn't for the so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right.
Nobody has won more games nobody has a better record than 69-5.
Right.
He has the second most NFL draft picks coming out of Clemson to Alabama's since 2009.
Right.
Well, I guess he can still get away with it because
Salakia. And with that being said, I want to get Job. (20:18). That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein, man. So according to his substance shall the restitution be, man. Everything, hey, all his accolades, hey, he won't have not one if it wasn't for a so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, man. All right, so you reap benefits off the Lord's children, man. All right.
he can go sell the mamas on, I can get your kid drafted, right?
Right.
Okay. So to me,
And I'm gonna end off with this, right? Because our women, all right, you became vulnerable, man, and you were taken advantage of when you allowed the so-called white man, all right, you allowed the Edomite of the scriptures to allow to put that spirit in you, all right, to usurp authority over the man, all right, kick the man out of the household, all right, ultimately so the devil can come in and take advantage, man. And I'm gonna end off with Matthew chapter 12, you know, because Skip Bayless, he basically made a statement on, yeah, those mothers, man. Because why? Because the so-called white man, he's wiser than Daniel, man. He knows that most of you Jakes, you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans grow up in single-parent homes, man. All right, so you just want your way out, man. You want to buy mama a nice house, all right, so to speak, okay? You know, so hey, this devil plays on that, man. All right, and he mentions, hey, yeah, because you gotta you can still go after the mamas and say, hey, I can get your son in the league. Hey, that was a that comment basically to make a comment like that, you have to have the mindset to know that hey, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans they struggle to have the father figure in the home, man, the man in the household, man. All right, so that shows that hey, these devils know that, man. That's evidence against them, man. And by them knowing that, they play on that as well, man. And this is the book of Matthew, chapter 12 and verse 29. And it reads, or else how can one enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods except he first bind the strong man? And then he will spoil his house, man. So the only way the so-called white man, all right, and these heathens was able to spoil the nation of Israel house, all right, was ultimately us being under those curses, all right, and the Lord giving us up into their hands. But most importantly, the scriptures say he's wiser than Daniel, man. You know, he used the wisdom of and knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, the little that he knows, all right, to manipulate his children, man, to manipulate the Lord's children, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, and he took the man out of the household, all right, the Israelite household by way of crafty counsel, man. All right, crafty counsel, all right, laws, government assistance that they'll give the Jake woman, all right, the Israelite woman, all right, ultimately to tell her that she can't have a man in the household, to accept these benefits, man. All right, which that's ultimately a snare and a gin. All right. And Yahweh Ratazah, this lesson was edifying. I want to end off by saying, Call Halayim La, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Ha, Rakakwadash, Ma'amath. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who well and teach well. And salutations to the fellow Akim, our Wafim, the children that believe in truth and sincerity. Shalom.